Hi guys, welcome back for another Star Trek Starships collection review. This time before me I have issue number 57, the Romulan bird of prey from the original Star Trek series. And as usual we have a magazine and the ship, so I'll put this aside and let's get to the magazine. So of course it has a nice CGI rendering image on the cover, as do all the magazines for the most part, and some basic information down there in the corner. It is a warship launched in the 23rd century, 131 meters long, and it has fat plasma energy, I guess, as weaponry. So turning the page, the usual how to mount the stand to the model, as well as more specs information. Operated by the Romulan Star Empire in the 23rd century, again 131 meters long. It has a cloaking device, and again it has plasma-based torpedoes. Very neat image of the ship there, as well as a brief history and text. More text and screen caps from various original series episodes, but mostly from the Balance of Terror and I think the Enterprise incident. Yeah, I think it's the Enterprise incident. Let's see. Oh, nice little trivia there. The Romulan sub-commander or Centurion in the movie, in the episode, is actually none other than Mark Leonard himself, who would go on to later be Ambassador Sarek, father of Spock. Specification centerfold page showing you where everything is and what they do. And this is a section on the designs of Hua Ming Chang. I'm assuming he is the fellow who designed the things like tricorders, a Romulan ship, etc., etc., etc. More screenshots from the original series, the Gorn, Kirk and the Tribbles, and I guess Blaylock from the Corbinite maneuver. And here's a section about the Romulan Empire before the Tomed incident, so that should be interesting to read. I don't know much about it, but I know that this was the period before. This is a period, I guess, after the time that Vulcans left, the ancient Vulcans left Vulcan and settled on Romulus and Remus. So I guess there's like a period of time in between there. I guess this section talks about that, so it'd be interesting to read. More screenshots and history there. And the on-screen appearance page. Let's see. It was in the Balance of Terror. That was its first appearance, of course. And it was also in the episode The Deadly Years. Of course, in no other movies, shows, or anything else. So it's had a brief appearance, but it's one of the more popular series, one of the more popular ships from the original series. And let's see. Actually, the Romulan bird of prey that we got in a collection several months back from the Enterprise era is based on this design. So kind of cool, even though this is more advanced than that one. Yeah, it's kind of confusing, isn't it? So anyway, that's the magazine, and on the back we have the underside featuring the bird symbol of the Romulan Empire. So let's get to the ship, and here it is, finally at long last. I guess the Borg cube was out of stock, so just now getting this like a few days ago. And first impression. The plastic is to the top, and the metal is down here. Die cast portion. Nice paint job there. Looks pretty cool. Ironically, this is a ship that has very little detail, because it was very basic even in the episode, and we didn't get too many up-close glimpses of it. not until the CGI versions when they remastered the original series. The warp engines there are blue, which is a nice different touch there, something a little different, which is cool. And you have, I guess, the windows are in the back there, which is kind of neat. This is a ship that has been released in several times before. The Micro Machines have done it. I noticed like a Hallmark Christmas ornament, and I think most of them have that. Several model kits out there, future models, and so on and so forth. This is one of the more popular ships from the original series, and aside from the Klingon battlecruiser, and this was one of the first ships seen in the show in the first season. So it's a fan favorite, and I'm glad it's part of the collection. To be honest with you, was I looking forward to this ship? No, not really. To be honest, even more honest, I like the other Romulan ship a lot better. The one from Enterprise, the more green one. I think I forgot what issue number it is. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Like I said, it's not one that I was jumping up and down, but I do think it's cool, and the paint looks great. It's a very nice model. Very well done. Of course, the bird is there, and it also kind of shows there too. So it's really neat. It's really cool. It's kind of hard to believe that this ship is more advanced than the ship that was seen in Star Trek Enterprise. That one looks more advanced than this one, but of course we never got a glimpse on the inside for good reason. And well, I mean, I wish I had a whole lot more to say about this ship. But it's, it's pretty basic. And oh, I did want to mention that in the comic book, excuse me, sorry about that. In the not the sneezing movie, in the IDW Star Trek comic book series drawn and written by John Byrne, it's explained that this Romulan bird of prey was actually a prototype ship. So the ship that was destroyed in the original series in Balance of Terror was actually a prototype. So if you haven't read the comic, I would go and pick that up. It's pretty neat. And of course, John Byrne is a fantastic artist and writer. For those of you out there who are more familiar with his work, he's done, I think, Superman. I think he's done Fantastic Four, among other things. So fantastic artist and writer. So check out that book from IDW. So yeah, that's the Romulan bird of prey. It looks cool. Very 60s-ish. But I'm happy with it. So thank you, Eaglemoss, for that. Kudos. And next time I hope to share with you the Borg Tactical Cube, which I also have nearby. And let me before I forget, as usual, it comes with a stand with the ship name on the bottom. So yeah. So I thank you guys for watching, and until next time, live long and prosper.